Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited to do this. As the title suggests, it is a plant tour of all the different type of plants I have inside the condo as of right now, which is November 6, 2017, I think is the official date. But yeah, let's get this tour started. I'll start from as you enter the place and work its way back, and then we'll head upstairs. So here we go. We'll start with obviously what you see here, which is the prayer plant that I got a few weeks ago that I found at Walmart. If you guys want to see a story about this guy, I'll provide a link to that video. But definitely check this out. It is one of my favorite plants. It is a trailing plant, and this one is thriving really well. Again, I found this guy at Walmart, so I was very excited. But yeah, he's a beauty. Prayer plants are known to have their leaves fold up at night and fold down during the day, so that's why they're kind of called prayer plant. But I keep this one here on the island, which still gets a bit of sunlight from the south-facing window, a little bit far, but yeah, I mist them every night or every day and make sure that the soil is evenly moist. And then in the corner of that, I have here is the baby Monstera plant that I got. It's my first Monstera plant, but he's still a baby. Finally sprouted his first split leaf right here. But this guy, I'm excited about him. Still a little baby, and I think I'm gonna give this one to a friend of mine once he grows a little bit bigger. But the reason for that is because I do have another Monstera that's a bit bigger than that. But yeah, so those are kind of the two plants you see when you come in, which is part of obviously my kitchen. It's a little bit of a mess. I had people over last night. But yeah, here you'll see a cutting of the alocasia or the green shield leaf that's going to be by the south-facing window. You'll see in a bit. But I typically like to cut one of its big leaves and put in this little vase, so that way it's kind of cool, right? And yeah, so over here is my little kalanchoe, I think that's how you pronounce it. So this is the plant that sprouts really beautiful flowers. But yeah, I got this guy at IKEA as well too, so it just sits there at my desk. In the corner over here, I have my the alocasia lauterback that I got over the summer. It's starting to, I noticed that the leaves, a lot of the leaves are starting to really fold down or become gloomy. And I think it does that to obviously push out new leaves like you see there. But this is another beautiful plant. I love alocasias. They are known, this is also known as a purple sword. But yeah, it's a beautiful plant. But I think I need to repot this to a bigger pot because I'm getting concerned that it might die on me. Because I noticed that I had to take out a lot of dead leaves probably for the last couple of weeks now, and it's not sprouting new leaves fast enough, so it looks a little bare. This used to be really full. But yeah, if you have any tips on care tips for this one, let me know. Comment below. I would really appreciate it. Below that is obviously my wandering Jew, which is a beautiful trailing plant. I love this guy because look at the texture on this thing, and it has that iridescent silver shine to it, so it's a beautiful plant. Again, I keep this one the soil moist, mist him or her. I think I named her as her, but yeah, so that's my wandering Jew. And then over here I just have a I forget, it's just a vine that I kind of like it to go trail down the side here, and over there you see my snake plant that is thriving really well. It's one of the easiest plants to own, so if you ever are starting out to own plants, I would suggest snake plant because yeah, they're just so easy. Here, another easy plant to take care of is obviously succulents. I forget what this one in particular is called, but he's growing pretty strong right there. And then you got another little succulent there. I took this check from the hen. This is a sempervivum succulent, so just a little potted him there. And then you have here the photos, Marble Queen. So this one, again, it's another trailing plant that goes down there. So you guys want to see my setup, which is pretty much where my TV is. That's kind of how it looks right there. So yeah, and then over here in the corner is where you will see my giant plants, which I love. Obviously, this Monstera deliciosa is a beauty. And look at that fresh new leaf that's that just sprouted. This one is thriving really, really well. And again, I got this Monstera at Walmart for $15. And I want you guys to check out that video, which again, I'm gonna post a link because I was very excited to share that story. And you should see how this guy looked, which was about maybe 6 weeks ago. It was a little smaller, but yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful plant. You see JR walking. If you hear the footsteps, that's his paws. But I put this guy on this like rolling leaf, or rolling plant stand. Makes it easier to rotate, move around. But yeah, I keep him in the corner right here where it's facing the south-facing window. And out there is my balcony. But Monstera, a beautiful, beautiful plant. I suggest you guys, if you ever see one of these, you pick them up because again, they're just gorgeous to have in the home. Beside that, I have another alocasia. It's called the Green Shield. So this tree is massive, I'm sorry. This plant can be really, really massive, right? So there's a pot for it. I put it also on one of those stands that has wheels so I can move him around. But yeah, I got this one over the summer and he's thriving like a beast. Like, this plant is thriving so well that it's almost getting out of hand because I don't even think the leaves can keep up. And I'll show you guys what I mean. So typically whenever this plant sprouts new leaves, it comes from the leaf that just sprouted, right? So you have this one, and then this one came from that one, and so on. But I noticed in the center, let's see if I can give you guys a good show here. Okay, see what I mean? Like, it started to sprout new leaves, and while the leaves are still in the leaf it's coming from, there's already another one coming from that new leaf, and it hasn't even had time to spread open yet, so the leaves can fully grow. So see how this one's a little bit small, but he's already got a baby one coming out of him, and then this one has a baby one coming out of him. So it's like, it's almost crowded, and I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking he's thriving really well. I think I put too much plant food, and I think I need to repot him in a bigger pot to give him enough room to maybe bloom out or spread out, so that way he doesn't look crowded in the center, which is what's starting to look like, right? If you guys think that's what's happening or not, let me know, comment below, and give me a bit of help here because I don't know what to do with this guy. But regardless, it is a beautiful plant. Again, this is where I get that cutting that I put over there on my little dining room table. But yeah, and next to that is probably my oldest plant ever. This guy is a Jasmine plant, and I've had this probably for over 10 years, and I just kept it in this pot for now. But this plant actually came from a cutting of a little jasmine plant I got my mom about 12 years ago, and that plant grew pretty massive, and a lot of cuttings were cut to propagate new jasmine plants and was given away to a lot of family members, some friends. But yeah, I got this one, and I brought this all the way from Winnipeg because this plant in particular just has a lot of sentimental stories and values with it. Like, I got this plant when I first went to Calgary to get a US visa for my first US work trip that I was very excited about, and I brought it all the way to Winnipeg, gave it to my mom and my grandpa at that time, and it just, yeah, it kind of just went from there. So it has a lot of meaning and value to me. I do take these plants outside during the summer, but you know, it's starting to obviously cool down, so I want to bring him in. And over there in that little corner, you'll see a couple jade plants that I'm trying to grow really big. Also known as the money plant, I think, or no, I don't know what it's called, but it's a jade plant. And then outside my balcony, I have a few more plants that I think I'm just gonna leave outside. Some of them are just more like foliage, and but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bring any more inside. So I only brought the jasmine in, and the jade plant, and the alocasia. But yeah, that's the main floor. Oh, this guy. My Semper Vivim succulents, or they're also known as hens and chicken. Hens and chicks. Took me a while there, but yeah, check this beauty out. I love the rosette look, and yeah, so I hope, my goal here was to get this guy to look really full. That's why I put him in this little pot there. So, but yeah, that's what you see, you know, when it comes to my plants on the main level. I would love to add more, but I think I'm running out of space to put them, so this does for now. But we're gonna head upstairs, and I'll show you guys what I have up there. So see my Nemo, she's sleeping. Hello, Nemo. But yeah, so in my bedroom, again, the south-facing window, I got a few plants here. We'll start with another alocasia. This one is known as the African mask, and I got this one at IKEA. Again, man, IKEA has some of the best plants, but this guy's sprouting a new leaf, and look how purple that is behind it. It's a beautiful leaf. If you'll focus, there you go. But yeah, I just keep him here, that stand next to a, man, I forgot what these guys are called. When I remember, I will come back. Oh man, what are they called? It hasn't sprouted flowers, so that's why I keep forgetting about these guys. But yeah, okay. Anyway, down there you see a spider plant. Look how well that's thriving. I like how he's producing baby spider plants. But again, one of the easiest plants to own and take care of are spider plants. So if you're a starter, I suggest you get one of these. Next to him is a combination of an aloe as well as another type of snake plant, the cylinder type. I think I'm gonna take out the snake plants because they're starting to probably crowd the aloe, because this aloe is like thriving. This was a little baby, and man, he's like growing into a beast. So I really don't know what's going on there, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Next to it is so this is a pretty cool project I wanted to share with you guys. I think I'm going to do a separate video on these two guys, but I put them in this little greenhouse because it's still a baby plant, but it is, oops, sorry about that. But it is a lemon tree that I am growing straight out of seed, and I will show you guys how I did that. But this guy I planted, I think, around like end of May or June, and yeah, there's two of them, so very excited about these two. You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to grow a lemon tree or a lemon plant from seed, but I was able to do that, and I was very excited. So I want to make sure that they thrive over winter, as well as ready to bring them back outdoors during the summer of next year. So then next to him is also another little project. It is my pineapple tree, and this guy I also grew out of a so I bought a pineapple from the store, took the top off, put it in water, and let the roots grow out a bit, and then I planted him. And yeah, he's thriving. He's doing all right. I gotta make sure he's always, you know, moist, and the soil's evenly, you know, moist or wet, just to make sure he doesn't die. But I'm excited to see, you know, in a couple years if I can get this guy to fruit. So I'll do an update of that. Next to him is another jasmine plant, and I love jasmine plants. And like I said, you know, the other one has a lot of sentimental and history. So this one I bought about a couple years ago, and he's usually outside, but again, with the winter coming, I wanted to bring him indoors. But one of the reasons why I love putting this near my bed is because jasmines give off that scent, and they help you sleep better. So one of the reasons why I love having this next to my bed. So next to that jasmine are a couple of guys here. So this is the Fittonia. I love this trailing plant. The texture of it is pretty cool. I also got this one from IKEA. And again, just keep the soil moist, mist them, put them not in direct light, but somewhat enough sunlight where most of these plants right here are okay with me having them south-facing window. You know, so these work out. Then you have this Burley Marcy, I think is what these are called, also known as the fishbone prayer plant. So again, from the same family as the Marantis prayer plant, and I love this guy as well too. I love look at the contrast of that purple burgundy back, and then the pattern green right there. So another jade plant, and then over here you have a crispy wave plant, which is a good natural air purifier plant. Another jade plant, and a little snake plant right there that that I got from a cutting, and hopefully I can get him to grow big. But yeah, that's I guess that's it for now. And again, you know, I have a couple more plants out there, but I don't think I'm gonna bring them inside. So I think that's it. Am I forgetting another? Oh, I do have one in the bathroom. Hold on. This one I do not know. I forget what the name of this plant is, but again, it's like one of those vines that just like trails or hangs, so it looks pretty cool. I like it, you know, like over the bathtub. So yeah, but so guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the little plant tour. I know I kind of rushed it, but I really did not want to make this video any longer than it has to, and I apologize if I butchered some of the names or I didn't give you guys any tips and advice on proper care. I'll do that maybe in another video, or maybe let me know if there's a particular plant you enjoyed during the tour and you want to know more about them, and I can definitely see if I can do a video specifically for that plant as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this little plant tour, and enjoy the rest of your week, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.